My name is Rony Renfrow, and I am a worship pastor of a church here in San Diego. I'm 34 years old now, and for a 34-year-old, my story seems like it's 7 lives all put into a few short years.
We come alive when you bring us to life.
Throughout high school, I dedicated pretty much my entire life to sports. And I thought, sports is gonna lead me to college, I'm gonna do well, do scholarships towards there, maybe if I'm good enough, do professional sports here and there. And all of that was kind of what I perceived at the time was just robbed from me. I had 2 major injuries. One was a contusion to my neck, and a second one was blowing out my knee. And so all the dreams that I thought I had, as far as I could see forward, were taken. I kind of started looking at second options, but something that was always burning at the bottom of my heart was this desire to serve people in some way from a very young age. And so when my sports career was taken away from me, I thought, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go to a Christian school, maybe pursue a degree in Bible. And then I also had this desire to go into medicine. And so I went to Point Loma Nazarene University, got a pre-med degree. And from there, I think things started to shape in my life.
We are not living when we're not seeing. Make us more aware of your kingdom. Let us hear you ever speaking. Give us a real eternal heartbeat.
I think one of the greatest transitions in a young man's life is meeting the girl that he ends up marrying, the love of his life. And I met mine in college. She was a blonde-haired bomber. She was beautiful. She was spunky. She was a worship leader as well. So it was like, oh my goodness, this is match made in heaven, 2 worship leaders. And I remember she would play bass with her high heels on. And I was like, that's my girl. And so I married my college sweetheart. And this girl had a disease called cystic fibrosis. I remember I proposed and we were engaged, and in the conversations around being engaged, she was saying, I think I should break this off. I think I should break this off. You realize my life expectancy is not very long. I'm going to die, and you're getting ready to go to med school.
Wake up the sleeper, come and move in power, stirring us, Holy Spirit. We have heard, we have seen, faith without deeds is dead.
I realized in that moment that this is the one that I wanted to marry. So I gave up my desire for med school, and I decided I'm gonna set forth to pursue ministry. We did that in 2008, got married, finished a music ministry degree, got an internship at a church, 20 to 40 people, real small church, and I was set. It was just, I had my girl by my side, and was in ministry, felt peace about where I was going in that time. Things started growing. We led small groups together. We led worship together. We had just this ministry that was very focused on discipleship. It was really tangible, and I loved it. And in 2010, took her to an anniversary getaway, if you will, and she walked into the place and she said, wow. And in that moment, it was like her breath was taken away, literally, and her lungs collapsed right in the room. I rushed her to the hospital, and she instantly got put on a lung transplant list.
Wake up the sleeper, come and move in power, stirring us, Holy Spirit.
A month later, had a successful surgery, and I remember the night of the surgery, I went in there and I let my head just rest next to her, and seeing my wife for the very first time actually take deep breaths. I just remember being super excited, went home to show her parents what the joy that I had seen, the night before, and getting to see my wife actually breathe. I came in and she threw a blood clot to her brain, and she died on August 15th, 2010. people in the face of suffering and sorrow and confusion and their life spinning out of control, the easiest thing to do is to retreat back into darkness. Continue to be lulled to sleep by the heaviness of the world around.
Apathy has got a grip on the body. Wake up the sleeper, come and move in power, stirring us, Holy Spirit.
I thought, you know what? I need to recalibrate a little bit. And in that season of recalibration and praying and seeking the Lord, He told me that running is not an option. I felt in that moment that God was saying, no, I have placed you here, and these things that have happened in your life are still a part of my plan for you, for this church, for the city. So live your life out in the open.